Welcome back, everyone. Dirch here, and in this episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, we only have the good and the good because we have Jakobs Assault Rifles, and there are only two of them. We have two guns I've already reviewed, and I quite like. We have the Rowan's Charge, and we have the Bonnie and Clyde. I've got a couple of variants up here because I wanted to talk about some parts. I spent a lot of time farming these two so that I could be a little better in this video. So on the Bonnie and Clyde, the highest base damage I could find was the 2384. And the highest crit damage I could find, I did find the 134. I did get this higher damage in 96, but I could not find this in the maximum crit. I'm not saying it doesn't come that way. I'm just saying I spent some time and I didn't get it. The Bonnie and Clyde is locked down. It doesn't have any other parts than the standard parts it comes with, which is fine because this thing is awesome. But I don't know, if you could put a few parts on this thing, it could go even next level, but I don't think it's needed. I'm just thinking like Torg. This would be a hell of a sticky stacker. But the Rowan's Charge does have a few different parts. Neither one I have has those parts. So the highest damage I could find was 1768. And this one has a 58% crit. And then I also found one with a max crit of 134 at 1449. All of these I found had 3% sticky. I did not find any with 2 or 4. So that was consistent. The only parts I saw this came with was some different Hyperion parts, which honestly doesn't do a whole ton for it. And I didn't find any with Hyperion parts with the good stats. So let's play with these guns a little bit on the target dummy. I should talk about the red text effects. So the Rowan's Charge, you have a 20% chance for your shots to be on a critical hit, and critical hits refund 2 ammo. So you can miss some crits and still land a crit with this. And if you have ways to increase that chance, then obviously you have a way to get more. I like Harlow, who can just make this thing into an infinity. They always come with the Torg sticky on these, and it's got 2 modes. It has a crank as the secondary. The Torg sticky is always the default. They both have the same ammo, and honestly, I'm not sure if they do different damage. So let's check this out. So 142, and let's let that go away. 153. So the crank does a little bit more than the Torg sticky. Now, as far as fire rate, let's go and just reload this. Let's empty a mag and look at the fire rate on this thing. So this thing recently got a fire rate buff, but from what I could tell, that buff only went to the Torg side and not the crank side. So I'm just going to hit body shots here. And as always, before I get on that, no skills, and I took off my passives, but there's no way for me to unequip these that I have seen. So I got nothing going on to help me. Let's just empty a mag and look at the fire rate. All right, and there's some damage. Now let's go to the crank. I think it starts a little slower, but it feels about the same fire rate, but it has more damage on it. Although the Torg seemed to put a lot more damage out there. That's confusing since this has more damage. It should do more. So that is the Rowan's Charge. You know, you're not going to see big numbers on crit, but as you stack these on crit, you are going to see big numbers when you blow them all up. One nice little trick with these, instead of reloading, you can just change fire modes. And when you change fire modes, they blow up. So you don't have to wait to reload. This is especially helpful when you have like Rafa and Harlow that just put so much more ammo in it. It's always full and you can't reload. I've got stuck at that before. I'm like, oh yeah, mode switch. So that's a little trick with these. Now, the Bonnie and Clyde, this one has a standard mode of assault rifle and a secondary as shotgun. And when you get a kill with one, the other one gets boosted. So let's go. Actually, let's just look at this. So if I shoot him in the body with this, 5,800. Shoot him in the head, 16,000. All right, let's go get an assault rifle kill. So this recently got a 40% damage boost and a... All right, we got that kill. And now we have 41,000. So 150% damage bonus goes a long way to making this crazy. Now let's go kill with the shotgun. Now, once you reload and you run out of ammo, that's gone. So you have to mitigate this a little bit.
Okay, thanks, bye.
All right, so switch that to the assault rifle. And we'll go here. So 6,800, 26,000. That's really good. So I'm going to switch to this to get rid of my boost. So 19,000 and 6,000. The assault rifle side on this one is so powerful. Like the shotgun is really good. But that assault rifle just puts out so much damage with a deeper mag and DPS. So on this one, there's a few things you can do. So if you have like Harlow or Rafa that can refill ammo as you shoot it, that really helps both of these modes for not having to reload and not having to constantly switch back and forth. Although I don't find that to be the end of the world. Magazine size boosts obviously help this a lot. And then there's also the Super Soldier. So this... when your energy shield is full, grants 25% fire rate, which is awesome. 25% movement speed and regens 1 ammo per second. So, as this gets full, you can see. So for how much damage this shotgun does, well, this isn't making it look good. Oh, I also have no skills spec'd right now. What's nice about this shotgun is you can see I'm just getting my ammo back as I shoot it. So it's kind of easy to manage this, even at 4 ammo, to keep it full because you're just regenning that ammo slowly enough. And you can see that boost from when I shot the other enemies, how much damage the assault rifle side gets to. This gun is powerful. Now, it's really hard to compare these two guns because one, you have a low damage sticky gun that does a lot, and this one is just raw power. Oddly enough, because of the stickies, the Rowans is actually kind of a better bossing gun, where the Bonnie and Clyde is slightly better for mobbing. You can definitely take out bosses with the Bonnie and Clyde. It's just larger bosses are going to take a little bit more, where the stickies, you can just annihilate bosses faster. And it's sometimes hard to manage the kill. The kill bonus of 150% on the Bonnie and Clyde on a boss, unless you have enough ads, but then you're constantly shooting the ads and not the boss. So this, kind of like the Hot Slugger for me, is more of a mobbing / small boss gun. It does fine on your drill site bosses and rift bosses, but like your bigger story and vault bosses, it does a little bit less, where the Rowan's charge can just go nuts. So that's these two. So let's go take them into combat and see how they do. All right, since these are kinetic, I'm back in the vault to play around with these. I am just taking my 2 ones with my highest crit damage. So they're a little lower on the base damage, but the crit damage should make up for that. Although I question that on the Rowan's charge, but that one did have 58, so it should, yeah, it should make up for that. So I'll just kind of alternate these. I'll start with the Rowans. And we'll have some fun. Oh, this way. And what I like is you get all those reflections and just like, you have stickies everywhere. Uh-oh. Yeah. Let's pick up some of my orbs. Oh, he lived. Harlow really goes crazy with this because she just reflects things and just makes everything a crit. And then you also have all the entanglements, and it goes crazy. It's also quite good for crystal enemies. And while there's better sticky guns in the game, with this is fire rate and its reflection, it's quite good. Oh, okay. Thought I saw purple above me and saw crystals. I mean, you can see this. It's just never ending. And then you add the bleeds on top of it. And yeah. Some people don't love sticky guns for like mobbing content. And I get that. Oh, not enough on him. Oh, that was stupid. And that's the downfall of stickies. I'm just going to kill myself. That was funny. I just walked into my own bombs. You guys are probably yelling at the screen as I did that. And rightfully so, that was a stupid move. Did I warp all the way? Yeah, that's all right. I can just quick run to the next one. All right, cool. So now I'm going to switch over to the Bonnie. And we can kind of see speed-wise how these do. But yeah, I love the Bonnie and Clyde. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite guns. If this thing could get some, some other parts, it could be so broken. So let's just start off and get a kill. That was not difficult. Switch to the shotgun. And, you know, it's just, if enemies don't die in one hit from it, you can see that was a 2-in-1 kill. All right, for this guy, I mean, look at that assault rifle. I mean, the assault rifle is kind of like a 2-tap. It's crazy. And just the bleed will get them. I mean, this thing is dumb. This thing is definitely stronger than the Rowans, but like I said, it's kind of complicated because on the bosses, the Rowan with a sticky is better. For the mobs, this just blows it away. But the assault rifle side of this is just stupid powerful. And again, characters like Harlow and Rafa that can just kind of make it never-ending ammo. Just really breaks it. Oh, that was a bad shot. It's also got a lot of knockback on the shotgun. It can actually be annoying. I mean, everyone's just dead. I mean, the Jacob reflections. It's, yeah. The power of this gun is no joke.
Ridiculous.
And the shotgun's got range. It's got a lot of accuracy, which is also awesome. But I have the crystal enemy coming up here, so I will switch to the Rowans for him. So he should be up here. Oh, whoops. That was not the Rowans. I keep hitting mode switch instead of... I mean... And yeah. Oh, I gotta watch out for my own damage there. Hey, an achievement. Who's left? Alright, so this guy I am going to kill with the shotgun mode. And switch over to the... Oh no, I screwed that up. I wanted to have this boosted going into the boss. That's quite alright. Let's see if I can get some quick minion kills and show you guys what this can do. So you can see it's not even doing bad damage. Here we go. Alright, so I want to switch to the shotgun. So you can see, but that reload on a boss, you're not going to be able to maintain that well. Where the Rowan's charge... that did not work ideally. The warm-up time is too long for these. Alright, let's go get his crit spot. Alright, let's get up here and... And again, it's not actually going that great on him. But if I had a crit knife, it would be better. It's not quite the bod. Anything cool? No more recording luck. Oh well. But yeah, these two guns. So neither one of them are like boss annihilators, but they are... like I said, Rowan's charge with a little more setup can do a lot better than that. The Rowans is, or sorry, the Bonnie and Clyde is just one of the best mobbing guns and small boss guns in the game. I thought I saw some cooler parts on that. And both of these are really good. I wouldn't mind if the Rowan's just got a slight more boost. I don't think it needs anything. I think it's a solid gun. But it is a little bit behind the Bonnie and Clyde. You could just see how much faster I whip through enemies with the Bonnie and Clyde. And that's kind of the nature of the sticky. So it's really kind of hard to compare these, an always sticky gun to a not sticky gun. But they're both powerful in their own rights. The Rowans, maybe just like a slight damage boost, so the stickies hit a little bit harder. Or it'd be nice if the modes were separated a little bit more. Like maybe the the main mode is slower and more powerful, and then the crank mode is faster, or I don't know. They both kind of feel the same. There is a slight difference between them, but it's very tiny. You know, the crank has more of a wind up, where the Torg side is just a little bit. There's no wind up, and the Jakobs is a little bit. But they're like 10% apart from each other. They're so close. So I wish there was kind of more of a reason to switch modes on it. That would be my critique on it. But both of these are amazing guns. Both of them are a lot of fun to play with. And kind of like the shotguns, I think they're both in a really good place. And I wouldn't really do too much to them unless, you know, the meta changes and difficult changes and you start to feel a fall off. But if anything, I think the Rowans could use a little bit more love. They gave it that fire rate increase, but like I said, it just went to the Torg side. The crank side's kind of got that slower wind up. So it'd be nice if these two sides differentiated a little bit, or if it just could get some more parts. I mean, I guess Ripper Order you wouldn't really need. And since it already is a change, that means you can't do Deadless or Maliwan. And it's always Torg sticky, so you couldn't do Torg. And maybe that's why it only has the Hyperion. I don't know if, I mean, yes, COV I think is Mag too, and this has already got the Torg Mag since it's the stickies. So yeah, I guess it's just kind of limited on what you can add to it. And the Bonnie and Clyde, if they would open this up and allow you to get more parts on this, this gun could be, it would be nuts. Yeah, like I said, Torg parts on this, an Atlas part. Well, of course you couldn't do Atlas because then you need a mode switch. So the mode switch takes out Atlas. It takes out, I think, Maliwan. It takes out some. I don't think it would benefit that much from Order or Ripper. So yeah, maybe there's not a lot they could do with the parts on this. But I mean, if it just could get some Hyperion, or I don't know what it would do, but there's some that can make it a little more interesting. So I wouldn't mind if they open that up. I'm going to make a video on that topic about, instead of buffing guns, open them up to licensed parts. Anyways, yeah, both of these are awesome. I love them. They're good on a lot of characters. So if you guys don't have these, go and grab them and try them out, because they are both pretty epic, but hard to compare. Anyways, thanks for watching. And the next one's going to be pistols, which there's going to be a lot more critique on, because I think Jakobs pistols need some love. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.